Bonjour. This is like my third time trying to make this video, so hopefully this time it's right. So today I'm gonna teach you guys, as you can tell by the title, we're starting off with some français, ooh la la. If y'all don't know, I love French. Like, I love languages in general, but French is like my favorite. So to introduce y'all to French, the first verb I think is most important to learn first is être. Être is the verb to be in French. It's also hard to pronounce, so you could also pronounce it as être if if you struggle with that R, which I know beginners will, and it's okay. It's okay because I still struggle with the R too. So boom. The conjugations of être goes as follows, so you might want to write this down or keep in mind. Or yeah, you're going to have to write it down so you can learn it. Now, if you don't know what conjugations are in English, for us, it's how we say, like, I am, you are, he is, she is, they are, like, conjugations for I am, or to be, like, literally. So in French, you would say, for I am, you would say, je suis, which means I am. It literally translates to I am. So that's je suis, je suis, je suis, je suis. Next conjugation is you are, but this one is informal. So there are two ways to say you are in French. One is formal and the other is informal. And the informal word will always be tu. It'll just be tu, right? So the only time you will use tu is when you're talking like peers or like someone who's not older than you. Like like you wouldn't say tu to like a mom, like your mama or like somebody. So you are will be tu es, like tu es, tu es. The S on the e is silent, so you only hear the E, so you only really pronounce the E is what I meant. So you got je suis and tu es. The next conjugation on the list is he is, which is il est. Il est. Il est. Il est. Il est, which means he is. It's the same thing about the endings. The A is silent. Now tu es and il est, even though the A is spelled differently, it sounds the same. And that's only because the letters are silent. Now in French, you might find that most of the ending letters are silent, but only for certain words, which might be complicated as you go along your journey. But for the next on the list, we have elle, which means she is, and it's spelled E-L-L-E space E-S-T. Be careful not to confuse il and elle, because il means he is and elle means she is. Il is for he and elle is for she. You feel me? Respectively. Next on the list, we got Newsome. Now, Newsome is, you don't hear the S. It means we are, as like us. Like we are, as in like us. You feel me? So that's Newsome. 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 Next on the list, we have Vuzette. Now, this is the formal version of you are, as tu es was the informal version. Vuzette is the formal version. So you would say Vuzette. You feel me? Anytime we have a S on the end of the first verb, the first word. When you have a S at the end of the first word and the second word starts with the was it vowel? A E? It creates this liaison, I think that's what it's called. It's basically it links the two words together. So instead of saying Vuzette, the S makes a Z sound and it's Vuzette because it makes it more a fluid motion. Vuzette, 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 like that. You feel me? When it comes to speaking French, it's all about the fluidity, like the motion. It has to be fluid. When the French people speak, it sounds fast only because it's fluid. You feel me? Finally, on the end of the conjugating list, oh no, we have two more. I'm sorry. Next on the list, we have Ilsung. Now, the thing about Ilsung and Ilsung is they both mean they are, but when you're referring to a group of guys, like those guys are, you will say ils sont, they are. The only time you will say elles sont is when it's specifically a group of females. So you can say elles sont as an. I didn't do a good job at explaining this. Ils sont. The only difference between them is il is the masculine form and elle is the feminine form. So even though you would have like five guys and one girl in a group, you would still say ils sont because the majority of them are guys. You feel me? And the only time you use ils sont is when it's specifically all female. So I hope that makes sense. Now, if you have like five guys and one girl, you would still say ils sont because they still say Ilsung because of the majority of the group is guys. That's why it's Ilsung. And you know, French has is the French have their own rules. Okay, I don't make the rules; they do. So you know. So the quick recap: conjugations we have is je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. I'll go through that one more time. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. That means I am, you are, informal. He is, she is, we are, you are, formal, and they are for girls and guys. Now that you made it to the end of this video, I'm going to teach you a little phrase that I use all the time, and it's called j'ai faim. J'ai faim simply means I'm hungry. I be saying I'm hungry all the time, which I do be, but instead of saying I'm hungry in my brain, I just say j'ai faim. You feel me? When you break it down, j'ai faim, it literally means I have hunger. The reason they say it like this is because they're conjugating with the verb avoir, which means to have. So when you're hungry, in French, you have hunger. You're not hungry, you have hunger. So the conjugation for I have is j'ai. Faim would be like hunger, or like, you know, like I'm famished. Like, you feel me? Like hunger. You feel me? So therefore, j'ai faim means I'm hungry. Alright guys, I guess that's the end of the video. I'll leave y'all with that to study with. Next episode I might teach y'all some numbers 1 through 10, something that's light gonna stick. You gotta learn, you gotta wanna learn, or it's not gonna stick, you feel me? So you know what I'll be doing. I'll be speaking French. My French ain't perfect though, but I'm gonna try for y'all a little something. Je m'appelle Thierry Descartes. Je parle français non. Depuis. Je parle français depuis 6. Non. Oui, 6 ans. 6 ans. Quand j'avais 13 ans, J'apprends français au lycée. Oh Lord. Quand j'avais 13 ans, j'ai appris le français au lycée. Euh, mon professeur française, non, ma professeure française était très sympa. J'ai découvert mon amour pour la France, pour la langue française. Yes. Je veux, je veux devenir parler couramment. Did I say that right? Je veux parler couramment en français. Oui. Parce que mon français n'est pas couramment maintenant. So I got a lot of work on, as you can tell. But you feel me? It's there. I haven't been speaking, but it's there. I guess that's the end of the video. If you want to learn what else I'll teach you, I guess I'll make a playlist at the bottom of the thing where it could be like a whole section just for French. You feel me? So yeah, stay tuned for that. I guess I'll catch y'all in the next video. Boom.